Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium.
Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
And down he'll go at the 25. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. The Cardinals now at 2-5 to start play. And Charles, they were losers last time. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And now Murray's going to set up the throw.
And this will be swung out here for Connor.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the... Good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Murray now to throw.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Look at this Baltimore defense.
This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
Matt Prater on for the field goal. A 60-yard attempt.
Prater's kick is good. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now Jackson. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mike Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Here's 2nd and 3. Mitchell now off the option. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Jackson going to keep it running right. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That's Zayvon Collins into the backfield with ease and making the stick. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Play action. Now Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Play of the drive. Now it's Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Tucker's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me,
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
That. They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return on?
It was a backhand. Really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole bit.
I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll go right back to the Wangu. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. But you look at this defense. They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
And while their numbers for the season haven't been that great, they do have players capable of making plays, as we just saw there. Able to get in there and blow that play up. They're just looking for more of those types of plays throughout this game.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here is 3rd and 5. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That is caught, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. give running right. Nwangu. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Roquan Smith, the All-Pro, the former Bear, is there to make the stop. 3-3, a tight one after one on EA Sports. From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 7. Murray now. They'll get this to the Nwangu. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 19. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This is 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Murray. He'll get this to Nwangu complete. And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Nwangu, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is now 10-3. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. Well, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Jackson eluding the pressure right. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Jackson escaping the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chris Wormley, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. He's got a man complete. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. And even 50 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. Murray going to throw. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And they'll begin by running the option. 20! And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. Jackson now. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we are even at 10 apiece.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Here's a 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Murray. Flush to his right. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now a give, running left is Nwangu. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Get it together.
Here's Murray. Flushed out right. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now Murray. Eluding the pressure right. They'll check that down into Wangu out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a big conversion there on third down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Gets through and now an opening. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens 34. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back to Nwangu again on first down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Trenton Simpson firing in and sticking him for a loss. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete here to his receiver Brown. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
To throw is Murray. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Now Jackson on first down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. Inside the 10, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Prater on to add the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Oh, mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
final play of the half here. It's Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
They go play action with Jackson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. Drive will start with Nwangu. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 88 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Another run now for Nwangu. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On the toss, here's Nwangu. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 7. Now Murray off play action. Steps away. Touchdown! Elijah Higgins with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cardinals go up by 2 touchdowns. Prater for the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. takes it across the 40-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Flushed out right. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 45 yards. And the Ravens are back within a score. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. But if you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes, he just takes off and goes. And I think that's what we just saw there.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 121 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Right back to him on first down. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He'll buy some time right. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or a scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
Around the motion man right. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray. That is caught. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. And down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Give left side here for Nwangu. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Drops this off with the Longu. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll go for a gain of 7. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Play action. Now it's Murray. They'll roll him out right. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Cardinals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
First and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you've just watched your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Meanwhile, Jackson's thrown into the hands of Andrews. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And now hang on here. Looks like we have an injured player. Yeah, Mark Andrews is in some discomfort. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now it's Jackson. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Play action. It's Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Again, Jackson. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
3rd and goal, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone,
with a few of the runs he's made along the way. He should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm the quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, were they about 95% chance of winning?
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all those receivers downfield.
And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And the Cardinals first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Man open left side is Brown. Fighting through, he's got space. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Sliding out of the pocket. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Here's 2nd and a yard. Jackson. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. Dances by him, and now the rookie's free. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Well, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Jackson. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start. But they took the deep shot anyway. And fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Jackson to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. And that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Here's Jackson. Pass complete, it's likely. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Room here to run. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Well, another fine run right there from Lamar Jackson. And CD, that one puts him over 100 yards now for the ballgame.
And remember when all we talked about were 100-yard games from running backs? That when a quarterback did it was a surprise? Well, Lamar Jackson, that's part of the package as well. He'll have as many 100-yard games in the season as the top running backs in the league.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Oh, this is nervous time now. They decided to go for it right there. Fortunately, still a little bit of time left for another shot. But this one almost certainly has to be in the end zone.
That's going deep for Bateman. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find